After an offseason full of outside additions by Steelers GM Omar Khan, the Pittsburgh Steelers saved the biggest deal for last and for somebody that's been here for quite a while and isn't going anywhere. TJ Watt, the superstar edge rusher and perennial defensive player of the year, isn't going anywhere, Steelers Nation. He signs a record-setting 3-year extension that will pay him $123 million over the next 3 years. It will keep him in Pittsburgh for the next 4 years. His new extension gives him $41 million per season, making him the highest paid non-quarterback in the history of the league. Also, he gets $108 million of that $123 million contract fully guaranteed at signing. So this is a massive commitment that the Pittsburgh Steelers are making to somebody that has turned 30 years old, somebody that has relied a lot on speed and athleticism, and somebody that is hoping that he's going to continue his defensive player of the year type of play over the next half decade. What a move. And to finish off this offseason full of ginormous moves for the Pittsburgh Steelers, this is the one that we've kind of been waiting for a long time, guys. But Adam Schefter just broke the news saying ESPN sources Steelers star TJ Watt has become the highest paid non-quarterback in NFL history for the second time in his illustrious career, reaching an agreement today on a 3-year, $123 million extension that includes $108 million fully guaranteed at signing. The $41 million per year average is the highest of any non-quarterback in NFL history. The deal has been in the works between CAA Sports and the Steelers front office for months. So they finally got it done. Steelers Nation, spam those 90s in the chat if you are excited. TJ Watt is here for the foreseeable future. We are going to be discussing what this means for the Pittsburgh Steelers, whether or not this was the right decision, and we'll talk about what this means for the Steelers in 2025 and beyond on today's show. We'll bring on our producer here, Jeffrey Cooperstein, in just a second, guys, but after an offseason full of big changes for this team, right, guys? You bring in Aaron Rodgers. You bring in a new running back in Caleb Johnson. You bring in a new number one receiver in DK Metcalf. You bring in Jalen Ramsey. You bring in Jonnu Smith. The biggest move here, Coop, was saved for last for somebody that has really been that looks like he's going to be a one-helmet guy. So that's great news. And here we go, Steelers. Here we go. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. Coop, it's a good day. We don't have to talk about it anymore. TJ Watt's contract is officially finalized. What are your initial thoughts on this deal?
The con artist does it again?
He does. Now, it definitely seems like I think the Steelers are probably the ones to cave on this because that $108 million fully guaranteed, I'm guessing, is something that TJ and his representation wanted, and the Steelers felt like that was a number they weren't going to go off of.
And it felt like they met in the middle on the years as well at 3.
Yeah, I think TJ probably wanted 4. So I think what it was is that the Steelers wanted 3 and they didn't want to give as much guaranteed money, and TJ wanted 4 years and he wanted a certain amount of that guaranteed. I think they kind of met in the middle here where the Steelers are like, how about we go 3-year extension instead of 4, but we'll give you the guarantees that you want. And I think that was acceptable for TJ. And we got our first Super Chat of the day, guys. We're going to be taking Super Chats all throughout the show. So make sure you guys send in a donation if you want to get something up on screen. Smooth3 with a $20 Super Chat says, here we go. I've been waiting on this update forever. LOL, my suggestion is to get a number 2 wide receiver. I love Calvin and hope he has a breakout year, but I'll be more comfortable with an established player. Yeah, we'll see what they end up doing. I think they're going to go into camp with Calvin as their number 2 receiver. We'll see if they can land like Jawan Jennings. I know the Steelers would love to add him. We'll see if they bring in somebody else. I think Jennings is probably the last guy right now that they would kind of go after right now, but I think that they're probably going to see what Calvin and Roman have at the beginning of camp, and if things aren't going well, maybe they add somebody before the season. But I think they believe in Calvin Austin III, man, and think he can be a Darnell Mooney type of player. $2 from Vibin' with the Dogs. Vibin', good to see you, my friend. New profile picture, I like. It says TJ here for life. Let's freaking go. I'm excited too, man. You had to get this done. I would have been okay if you wanted to completely reboot the team this year, if you wanted to reboot the franchise, fire Mike Tomlin, trade Cam Hayward, trade Minkah Fitzpatrick, trade TJ Watt, stockpile a bunch of picks and start over. If that's the plan that the Steelers would have adopted this offseason, I would have been perfectly fine trading TJ Watt for a haul. But once we got to a certain point in the offseason when they're bringing in all these veteran players and it becomes extremely clear that they're trying to win now, it just doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to trade him away, especially this late into the offseason where we're literally a week away from the start of Steelers training camp. Like, the Steelers needed to get this done. TJ knew he had the leverage here, and he gets the deal that he wants, $108 million fully guaranteed at signing. So congratulations to TJ, the production and all the value that he has brought to this team outside of the postseason, but we'll get into that. And I think it's well-deserved, man. He is somebody that works extremely hard, and just from a person's standpoint, I think he deserves every dollar that's coming his way. But there's certainly a lot to talk about with this deal. We'll get into all of your super chats, and we'll get into everything here, including our next Madden stream on today's live show later on in the show. We're also going to be doing a mailbag later, but first, let's break down the breaking news here. TJ Watt, 3-year extension, $108 million fully guaranteed. Let's talk about it right now. The deal is done. Steelers Nation superstar edge rusher TJ Watt has been locked up for at least the next 4 years here in Pittsburgh. He gets a massive, record-setting 3-year contract extension to keep him in Pittsburgh through the 2028 campaign. Welcome into Steelers Talk. I'm your host, Jack Sperry. This is our breaking news instant reaction video to the TJ Watt contract extension. Click that subscribe button because this is why you subscribe to the channel. Whenever big news hits, we're going to have breaking news coverage for you guys. I mean, when the Jalen Ramsey, Jonnu Smith trade went down, I was in my mother's basement when that went down, and we went live 30 minutes later, all right? So whenever big news happens, whether I'm in the studio here when breaking news hits or whether I'm on vacation, whatever the case may be, our promise to you guys is we're getting you breaking news coverage absolutely for free on this channel. So click that subscribe button if you never want to miss a big story. So Adam Schefter from ESPN was the one that got the scoop today, saying ESPN sources, Steelers star TJ Watt has become the highest paid non-quarterback in NFL history for the second time in his illustrious career, reaching agreement today on a 3-year, $123 million extension that includes $108 million fully guaranteed at signing. The $41 million per year average is the highest of any non-quarterback in NFL history. The deal has been in the works between CAA Sports and the Steelers front office for months. So TJ gets his extension, and he gets his guaranteed dollars, and that really was the sticking point in this deal. Now, I think that TJ probably preferred to get a 4-year extension, and the Steelers preferred either a 2 or a 3-year extension, and I think that where these two sides kind of met in the middle here is the Steelers said, we'll give you the guaranteed money that you want if you're willing to meet us where we're at with the length of the extension. So instead of a 4-year deal that keeps him here in Pittsburgh for the next 5 years, it's a 3-year extension that keeps him here the next 4 years through the 2028 season. This now makes TJ Watt the highest paid edge rusher and highest paid non-quarterback in the history of the National Football League, even though he is now on the other side of 30 years old as a speed rusher. We'll talk about what that means here later in the show, but $41 million APY. Now, when you include the current year he has on his current contract, the APY is actually just above $36 million, all right? So this is obviously still a massive deal, but the $41 million, that's not over the next 4 years. That's $41 million, the 3 years once the extension kicks in. And TJ Watt, plain and simply, guys, has been the most valuable player on the Pittsburgh Steelers for a very long time. And in my opinion, he has held up this organization despite the fact that they have had some really bad quarterback and offensive play. You guys can see when TJ Watt has been on the field in his career, the Steelers win 2/3 of their games. The offense plays better. The defense gives up a touchdown less per game. The sacks go up dramatically, and the turnovers go up dramatically as well. And that's because he consistently demands double teams, and not only does he get sack production, but he's also a great run defender and gets TFL production, but then he also gets turnover production with the forced fumbles and interceptions he's able to create as well. And over the last 3 seasons, guys, the Pittsburgh Steelers offense, as you guys can see, has been absolute dog crap. And in all 3 of these seasons, they had above 500 records. All right, 2022, they were 8-2 when TJ Watt was on the field, and he wasn't injured that season with Kenny Pickett at quarterback, right? And then you got 2023 and 2024, both seasons you finished with double-digit wins despite having some of the worst offensive production in the National Football League, and that is because of the impact that TJ Watt brings to the Steelers defense, all right? I can't stress enough how much elite talent elevates the entire group, and, the Steelers do have a very talented defense outside of TJ Watt, but Alex Highsmith, Cam Hayward, all the Minkah Fitzpatrick when he was still with this team, right? All those guys were elevated by the fact that TJ Watt was putting quick pressure on quarterbacks and that teams were so afraid of losing the football and getting sacked and, all these different things that TJ Watt was bringing to the table that it made every single person better. And now you get the benefit of that on this defense for at least the next 4 seasons. And, now that you're bringing in some new offensive talent, right? You're bringing in Aaron Rodgers, you're bringing in Jonnu Smith, you're bringing in Caleb Johnson in the NFL draft. Hopefully this year on offense, he's going to have a little bit more help than he's had in years past. And I think if TJ Watt does get some help, that 0-4 playoff record, I think, is going to get a little bit better, on this contract than what it looks like at the start of this contract. So let me know what you guys think down there in the comments section. Grade the extension for me down there in the comments section, A, B, C, D, or F. This will be the pinned comment on today's show. YouTube's going to throw you an ad break here in just a couple of seconds. When that happens, take advantage of that time by answering today's pinned question. Now, I do want to say here, guys, $108 million fully guaranteed at signing. That is most of this contract. Means that TJ Watt is pretty much forced to be on this roster for the next 4 seasons, and he's going to pretty much play out the rest of this contract unless he ends up getting traded at some point in time. The Steelers are making a very, very significant commitment to TJ, and TJ obviously wants to be here in Pittsburgh, which is why he wanted all the guarantees, because he didn't want to, be cut all of a sudden. He wants to be here for the next 4 years. And I will say that it is a little bit of a risk because he does have a little bit of an injury history. And as we know, as edge rushers get older, the chances of major injury increase. And just over the last 3 seasons, guys, he had that torn pectoral muscle and he had arthroscopic surgery on his knee in 2022. He missed, I believe it was 7 games that season. And the Steelers went 1-6 in those 7 games, by the way. Then 2023, he had that MCL sprain at the end of the season where he missed the playoff game against the Buffalo Bills. And then 2024, he had that Week 15 ankle sprain where he had, I think, a grand total of 0 sacks the rest of the season. And the Steelers didn't win a football game after he suffered that ankle sprain. So you can look at the last 3 seasons here, guys, and you can point to a TJ Watt injury being a big reason why the Pittsburgh Steelers season was over, and the fact that he has gotten injured the last 3 years certainly puts a damper on this contract, especially if he tears his ACL or if he has a torn Achilles and you have all that guaranteed money on this deal. So it certainly is a risk. And then there's also another element to risk here, which is just the age regression, right? He's going to be 30 years old this year, and he is predominantly a speed rusher, all right? So he really does depend on that first step explosiveness, his athleticism, to be able to threaten the corner and, threaten offensive tackles in that way. And, he has been one of the most productive edge rushers in the league over the last several years, including in his late 20s, because of that, right? 19 sacks in 2023, had an 11.5 last year, all before Week 15. So he's definitely, to this point, he's been an elite pass rusher. But, if he loses a little bit of that first step explosiveness, if he loses a little bit of that bend and he's not able to win with true speed the way that he has throughout his entire career, it's going to, maybe make this contract look a little worse than what it looks like compared to his production in previous seasons. But I don't want to make it seem like I'm not happy that this deal got done. I think that, the Pittsburgh Steelers needed TJ Watt on this football team to accomplish their short-term goals. And this team has certainly made it it a priority here to maintain their star level talent and then add new talent this offseason, bringing in DK Metcalf, bringing in Jonnu Smith, bringing in Jalen Ramsey, bringing in Aaron Rodgers, all right? This is a win now mindset that the Pittsburgh Steelers are going down, and as we've discussed on this channel ad nauseum, you cannot win a Super Bowl this year, at least not in my opinion, without TJ Watt on the roster. The Steelers understood this. TJ Watt understood this, which is why he knew he had a lot of leverage in this situation, and because of that leverage, TJ Watt was pretty much able to get everything that he wanted in this contract. I think the one thing TJ probably didn't get on this contract is he probably wanted 4 years on the extension, not 3, but he ended up getting 3, and of course, I don't think he's going to sneeze at the $108 million fully guaranteed at signing. That is an astronomical number, so it's definitely a little bit of a risk here for the Pittsburgh Steelers because TJ is getting older, and he does have a little bit of an injury history, and that's a lot of fully guaranteed money. So if TJ gets hurt, if he regresses, if any of that stuff happens, the Steelers are probably going to end up regretting making this decision. But if he plays, and he plays as well as he has over the last several seasons, this is a contract and this is a decision from the Pittsburgh Steelers that could absolutely pay off, especially in the short term. I'm really hoping he can stay healthy this year and in the following years, and if that happens, I think the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to have a chance to be very successful in the years to come. So let me know what you guys think down there in the comments section, and show some love to TJ Watt, man. I know he hasn't gotten it done in the postseason yet, but there's no doubt about it. He has been able to do some really special things in a Steelers uniform to this point in his career. Now it's time to go get those playoff victories with Aaron Rodgers, Jalen Ramsey, DK Metcalf in town. If you're with me on that, spam those 90s down there in the comments section. That'll be it for our instant reaction video to the TJ Watt record-breaking contract extension here, guys. I'm very excited about the future of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Training camp starts exactly a week from now. I'm going to be in Latrobe. It's going to be absolutely fantastic next weekend, guys. So click that subscribe button for all of our training camp coverage and all throughout the 2025 season. All right, we got a bunch of super chats to get to here before we get into our mailbag, but the only key says, hey, Jack, what's up, the only key? Appreciate your $2 super chat. Absolutely fantastic stuff there. $2 from Black Wolf 412. Says TJ Watt. I love it, man. By the way, there's a photo that was posted by TJ Watt today with Nick Herbig in Wisconsin. They were working out. He looks ripped.
Oh, we have it.
All right, we have the photo. We'll show it here. He's looking like JJ. I'm not even joking, man. Like, his arms look ridiculously big, way bigger. I mean, I don't know if this is just, because he's in workout clothes and not pads or whatever, but his upper body looks bigger than what it has been in years past. And as we talked about in that in that breaking news video, guys, like, I think as he gets older and maybe the first step explosiveness isn't as good as it has been, over the last several seasons, he's going to have to rely a little bit more on power, and he's going to have to rely a little bit more on his upper body strength to be able to win against these offensive tackles, and maybe he's taking that to heart. Maybe he's doing the J.J. Watt offseason program this year to get big.
The NFL might have to go make him pee in a cup or something.
Or maybe, man, like, I think it's going to be great, man. Like, if he stays healthy, like, I'm not saying that there's no risk involved in this deal. Like, I know some people are going to point to the risk, and it's certainly there with his injury history, with the history of speed rushers, losing a step athletically after the age of 30. The risks are there, especially with all the fully guaranteed dollars. But if there's anybody that's going to be able to play into his 30s at that position and play at an elite level, I think it's going to be TJ Watt. Alex Lanier here, $20. Appreciate you, my man. Says, let's go Steelers. Should have a number 1 or number 2 defense now. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. Here's the thing about the defense, Coop. I really like the pass rush, and I really like the secondary. And I like our linebackers, too. I think the weakest spot on this defense is probably safety. I think it's safety because you got Juan Thornhill and Deshaun Elliott, and I love Deshaun. I think he's a good player. But Juan Thornhill at free safety is probably the weakest link on this defense right now. But when you got a pass rush as good as this pass rush is, as you got a secondary and a cornerback room that is as good as it is, you got the off-ball linebacker group that we got with Queenie and Peyton Wilson.
Now, I'll ask you this. Do you think the trade-off of losing Minka on the back end was worth getting Ramsey?
100%, because Ramsey can play safety, he can play nickel, he can play outside corner. He's going to be doing a lot of blitzing from the slot, which is going to be massively an addition to this pass rush that the Pittsburgh Steelers have as well. They're more versatile, and they're more what's the word I'm looking for? Versatile. What's another word for versatile? Multiple. That's the word I'm looking for. They're more multiple on defense. With Minka, he's just kind of sitting there in the back, and he used to be able to make these crazy Minka ball type of plays, abandon his responsibility on defense because he sees something in the offense, and then he gets amazing interception or an amazing TFL or PBU that, on a third down that forces a fourth down, but he just wasn't making those same kinds of plays the last 2 years, and the Steelers felt like, hey, we can get somebody here in Jalen Ramsey that's going to be closer to the football. He's going to be able to do a bunch of different things for us, and he's going to be more of an impact than Minka Fitzpatrick could be in this defense. Plus, as we discussed earlier in the week, Coop, they scored more, or they got more cap space with that deal, and they added a player. They added Jonnu on top of Jalen, and they still saved money on that deal.
Santa Clara.
We'll see you in Santa Clara in February. Oh, baby, somebody I want to see in Santa Clara next year. Kurgan Cole is here with a $6 and a $9 super chat. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. One of the all-time GOATs, Kurgan Cole, is back. Everybody spam those nices in the chat. Let's go, because this one's rolling in from Kurgan Cole. Bang! Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. Let's go, man. Kurgan Cole with the $100 Venmo. You know what I'm going to do here, Coop? Because of that $100 super chat, we're going to give away a TJ Watt jersey on today's stream, all right? We're going to give away one lucky fan is going to get a TJ Watt jersey on today's show. And you know what? You know what else I'm going to do, Coop, for that $100 Venmo? What we're going to do is $10 to get in, but with Kurgan's $100 Venmo here, we're going to give away 10 free raffle entries to that TJ Watt jersey raffle right now. So spam those me's in the chat if you want a free raffle entry to win a TJ Watt jersey on today's show. Come on, spam those me's. Get them in the chat. We're going to do for the next minute. Spam those me's if you want a free raffle entry. Let's go, baby. Let's go. We got Chris. We got Justin. We got Michael, Tom, Alex, Keenan.
I get an entry?
What's that?
Do I get an entry?
You get to pick 5.
Do I get one?
Oh, if you want.
No.
If Kurgan wants to give you one.
No.
We got Czar. We got Jawar. We got Hot Rod 24. Steven. Kurgan says, not me on raffle. Give to the yins. I love y'all. Kurgan, you are a real one, my friend. That is 10 raffle tickets we are giving away right now. We got Hervey Dunn. We got Nicole. We got Ashton. We got Samuel Pugh. We've got 412. We got Ron. We got Hervey. We got Zaneta. Michael. Coop, give some shout-outs here, man. 20 more seconds.
Are you, first, before I do that, are you good? Are you hydrated?
No. No, I'm not.
I see Damian, Steven, of course, Kurg, Chuck Dugan, Sebastian, Ashlyn, Travis, Kelso, Hervey. Let's go, baby.
Let's go, man. Let's go. I absolutely love it, man. All right. So I get 5 and you get 5, Coop. So
Let me make sure I'm getting all the people. Alex L is already in.
Yep, Alex L already has 2.
As is Smooth.
Smooth, you have 2 raffle tickets as well.
We'll give him 3.
And by the way, if you guys just want a free raffle ticket, we understand not everybody has money to spend on the show. If you want to just give me a follow on Twitter, okay? Everyone that follows me on Twitter at Jack_Sperry today gets a free raffle entry, all right? So,
all right, I've got my 5.
All right, what are your 5?
I got Hervey.
Hervey Dunn, you're in.
Damian
Roy, you're in.
Chuck
Dugan, you are in.
Hot
Rod, you are in.
And I'm going to go my last one, Morgan Hoover,
you are in. I'm going to go Robert Locke. I'm going to go Brock Walker. Keep spamming those me's. I'm going to go Keenan is cool. Keep spamming those me's. I'm going to go Mike G. One more to go. Spam those me's in the chat. And I'm going to give one to... they're going so fast I can't even read them. I'm going to give one to... I can't read it so fast. Sir Alex the Great.
Sir
Alex, you are in.
No way.
All right, so you guys...
Damian Lillard back to the Blazers?
Oh, really? Damian Lillard just got traded back to the... Wait, traded or signed? Signed with the Portland Trail Blazers, so that's good. If you guys didn't get one of those free raffle entries, but you don't have money to spend on the show, guys, again, Coop's going to put my Twitter handle down there in the L3 if you guys want to follow me on Twitter today, guys, or X, whatever you guys want to call it. I will make sure to get you into the raffle today. Smooth3 with a 2 says, do you think Parsons will beat it? Yes, he will.
I think he will too.
He's younger.
Yep.
And his price tag just went up. So
congratulations.
Congratulations, Jerry Jones. He's gonna get 42. I think he's gonna get 42.
Jerry Jones just sabotages himself so much.
Yep.
It's hilarious.
Absolutely. That's $2 here from Michael. Says enough cap for anyone else left. Still needs safety. So here's the thing. The Steelers will probably save cap this year with this because TJ Watt's cap hit before this deal was over $30 million, okay? So once this deal gets finalized, my guess is they will save some money against the cap, and they will kind of move some of that money kind of down the road. And the Steelers might have like $30 to $35 million, maybe even $40 million in cap space after this deal is finalized. So yes, plenty of room to go get a safety if they want to go get one. Plenty of room to trade for and pay Jawan Jennings if they want to do that. This is what Kaboli had to say about the safety position and what they might do. He said, quote, I would think that safety is number 1 on the Steelers' list. I'm not saying I'm not a Juan Thornhill believer, but they base their whole organization on having competition. And where's the competition at for a guy that nobody wanted last year who had a bad season for the Cleveland Browns? So I'm a bigger believer in Juan Thornhill than I think a lot of people are. He was a Super Bowl winning starting free safety for the Kansas City Chiefs 2 years ago. Last year's film was a little bit rough, but he dealt with some injuries in his calves. He's had a couple of calf injuries the last 2 years in Cleveland. But, you know, he was flying around at Steelers minicamp this year. The Steelers really like him, which is probably why they felt comfortable letting go of Minkah Fitzpatrick. Plus, when they're in their base formations, when there's only 2 corners on the field, Jalen Ramsey will probably play some strong safety for them. So that's kind of the way that I think that they view it right now. Plus, you got Sebastian Castro, who the team really likes out of Iowa. He's a UDFA. I had a draftable grade on him, an early day 3 grade on him. So I would have been fine if the Steelers took him in round 4 or round 5. Like he's that good of a player to me.
Ryan Watts is our savior.
Ryan Watts is retired.
He's still our savior?
He retired, man. Come on. He's got the Longhorn blinders over here from the Texas fan. $5 from my man, Robert Locke. Let me see if I got any Venmo alerts. I don't think I did. Doesn't look like it. I think we're good. Okay.
Good.
$5 from Robert Locke, $90, or not $90, number 90, beast mode activated. Robert Locke, appreciate you, my man. Yes, it has been activated. And by the way, remember the last time TJ Watt got paid, Coop? He broke the fucking record for sacks in a season, all right?
I do.
I think we're going to get a great season from TJ Watt this year, guys.
Ali, you are in.
Ali, you are in. Robert Locke, you get another raffle ticket here. He wants it to go to Ali the Reaper. That's nice of you, Robert Locke. Shout out to you, Rob.
If you're wondering what happened the last time TJ signed an extension, here you go.
So, yeah, this is the 2021 season. 22 and a half sacks when he signed his last mega deal. He had 21 TFLs and 5 forced fumbles.
Is that good?
It's pretty good. Yeah, I think it's pretty good. So TJ Watt, I think he's happy. If that photo that he posted on IG earlier today is any indication, he is in great shape. And with Derek Harmon, Cam Hayward, Keanu Benson, Alex Highsmith, Nick Herbig around him, it's going to be a fun season rushing the passer, man. $10 from Uriah. I didn't get to his message. Can we go back? Can we go back? Says, here we go. Oh, okay, here we go. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. Uriah, appreciate the 10, man. You're in the raffle. Sir Alex the Great, my man, says, I save money and grab Jennings. The defense is cool at this point. Yeah, defense is good.
Juwan?
What's that?
Is he talking about Juwan Jennings?
Yeah.
I'm in.
I'm in, man.
Let's do it.
If Juwan Jennings is available, I would go get him 100%. Maybe the best run blocking receiver in the game. Really good route runner. Phenomenal hands. Exactly the type of receiver this team needs at this point in time, in my opinion. And we got another one rolling in from Kurgan Con Bang! Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. All right, we're going to give away 5 more raffle tickets, so spam those me's. And Kurgan says, let's get some more raffle tickets away. Don't forget the ladies. All right, so we are going to give
we'll give 5 away to women.
Special attention being given to the ladies on this one, Coop.
I don't see any.
I don't see any either. If you're a lady and if you're a Steelers Yinzer or Yinzette, if you're a Yinzette, get those me's in the chat.
I'll give one to Pat Lepla.
Pat Lepla, you are in, one of the all-time viewers of this channel, watches every single show. Appreciate you, Pat, for helping us out. We got Ashlyn Gibbs.
Give one to Ashlyn.
Ashlyn, you are in the raffle. All right. I think the only other one I see is Cassie. There's a lot of men in here.
We can pick 2 men.
We can pick a couple. Yeah, we've picked 2 ladies. A gypsy woman. Gypsy woman, you are in.
So we need 2 more.
We need 2 more. 2 more. If there's any ladies in the chat, let us know. Spam those me's if you guys want a free raffle entry courtesy of our friend and the man of the people, Kurgan Cold. Kurgan, it's great to have you in the chat today, my friend. What's that?
I'm going with Fluven.
Fluven, okay. Keep going. I'm trying not to miss any of the ladies in here. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and I am going to give this one to... it's going too fast again, Coop, for me. I can't read anything. I'm going to go with Kirk Crater. Kirk Crater. Captain Kirk, you're in. All right, so Cassie sent me a message here, guys, so I'm gonna see what it is. So Chris Riggs is asking how the raffle works. So if you're new here, the raffle works by getting raffle tickets. So the free ways you can get raffle tickets is you can spam those me's when we're giving away raffle tickets, or you can follow me on Twitter at Jack_Sperry, or you can do what Cameron did here and spend $10 on a super chat to get in on the raffle. $20 will give you 3 raffle tickets, and a $50 we will give you what is it, 5 or 10? 5? Okay, 5. $10 for Cameron. Says, give me that TJ Watt news and a jersey. Cameron, you are in on the raffle, my friend.
Cameron.
We appreciate you guys.
Do you want to do PFF here, or do you want to go to the mailbag? We can just do PFF tomorrow if you want. I don't care either way.
Yeah, let's just do PFF tomorrow. Let's just ride the TJ Watt train here, man. It's just a fun day.
It's a great day.
You know,
it's a great day to be a Steeler.
It's a nice day to put the cherry on top of this offseason. Now, maybe they got another move. Maybe they got another move.
They have the cherry, and then maybe the little sprinkles.
Yeah. This was the cherry.
Shell.
It doesn't mean you can't, put a little nuts on there. Pause. It doesn't mean you can't put some sprinkles on there.
What kind of sprinkles? Rainbow?
Probably rainbow sprinkles, So if they want to add a Justin Simmons, if they want to add a Julian Blackmon, if they want to add somebody else to this defense, I'm down. Cassie points out that putting in 50, you get less tickets per dollar than 20, which is true. So if you want to put in a 50, we'll give you 10 raffle tickets. How about that?
I'm cool with that.
Cool? Okay.
That's fine.
Okay. I think that's fair. Okay, so if you guys want in on the raffle, again, it's $10 to get in. So we greatly appreciate your guys' support. Shout out to Kurgan Cold, who is back this beautiful Thursday afternoon. It's great to have you back in here, buddy. Kurgan. It's going to be a fun season, man. It really, really is. I mean, we got preseason watch parties here in just a couple of weeks, Coop. It's crazy how fast this offseason has gone.
It is nuts. You're headed out to Latrobe?
I'm heading out to Latrobe next week, so if you guys are heading out to Steelers training camp, I'll be probably wearing my Steelers Talk hat, so I'll be easy to find.
Hopefully it doesn't rain.
Hopefully, yeah, it's rained on me and Cassie both times we've gone, so hopefully this year it's better. People are asking if it's double entries for Venmo/PayPal. I'll say yes. All right, I'll say yes. If you send it Venmo, PayPal, if you want to show the way in too, Coop, of where they can send in Venmos and PayPals, we'll double your raffle tickets today for the TJ Watt jersey raffle. And of course, if you want a free raffle entry, all you have to do is follow me on Twitter at Jack_Sperry. And we already have a couple of people that have followed me already. So Rich Kaczynski, Joe, I can't say that last name, my friend, but thank you so much, Joe. Javier Leon and Austin Reed have all followed me on Twitter. So all of those guys.
What's Rich's name?
What's up?
What's Rich's name?
Rich Kaczynski. So that's KACZYNSKI.
Very Polish.
Kaczynski. So very Polish right there.
CJ Ross says, give my tickets away. I already have my TJ Watt jersey. We will.
All right, CJ, we'll give your raffle ticket away. So spam those me's in the chat. I got a couple more Venmos rolling in here, so I will send those to Coop. And we'll give away another jersey raffle here, or jersey raffle ticket here. And we will get to the Venmo alerts here soon.
Oh, we will.
Tomorrow's going to be a busy day because for those of you that don't know, this is our normal live day anyway, and we already had multiple live cuts ready to film.
I still think we can do the sack.
Yeah, we can probably still do the mailbag today.
We'll do the mailbag.
We'll do the mailbag, and then we'll go to Madden.
And then, but we can also use the second part of the news and rumors as part of another cut tomorrow.
Yeah, we could. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, okay. So we already have a lot of tomorrow's work done, so that's good. But CJ, appreciate you. Spam those me's. Coop, you want to give this one away?
I'll give this one away. I'll give you 10 more seconds.
Keep spamming those me's.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
3, 2, 1.
I'm going with my guy, Luke Askew.
Luke Askew, you are in.
Let's go.
Hot Rod's asking what days we'll be at training camp. We'll be there Thursday through Saturday. Thursday through Saturday is when me and Cassie will be there.
You gonna get to see some schemes?
Hopefully. I think they are home that weekend. Pretty sure they are. So hopefully we get to see some Skeens. But last time Cassie and I went, the first game we went to, it got rained out at PNC. That was the night game. And then we went to a day game. I think it was on the Sunday of that weekend. And it was like 100 degrees. And we were in the third, we were in the triple deck.
You were baking.
We were baking up there, man. Like I was sticking to my seat that day. So that wasn't the most comfortable either. But we got Derek Smith coming in with a $20 Venmo. Let's go, man. Shout out to Derek. He's a Black Diamond.
Goat, Derek.
Coming in with the $20 Super Chat Venmo. I'm trying to see your message here, man. It's being a little slow to load here, Derek. But he says, what is up, my guys? Glad the TJ deal is settled. You and me both, my friend. I was hoping this deal was going to get done before training camp, Coop, because I just didn't want to deal with it during training camp.
Do you think that he would have held out?
It's possible. I think he probably would have held in because you don't get fined if you're holding in. And I do think he's committed to this team, right? So I think he would have been there, but I don't think he would have practiced until his deal got done. But, this is great news, guys, because if he's going to be on this team this year and he's not going to be traded away, I think it's important that he's there for the entire training camp as well.
Let me interrupt real quick.
Sure.
We're about to do our mailbag next, so use hashtag Steelers or Super Chat your question. I'm not going to lie, we have a lot of Super Chats already, so your best bet is to Super Chat, but also use hashtag Steelers in the chat along with your question to get on the mailbag. Thank you.
Yes. Kurt Crater says $10, says donating to the TJ contract cap space.
I wish.
Listen, here's the thing. That's not even needed. They
made room.
I think the Steelers make room against the cap because they're going to be able to move a lot of his money down the line. And if they want to save 5, 10, 15, even $20 million against the cap this year, they can do that. They can move a lot of his bonuses into future seasons and stuff like that. And, work that cap wizardry that we see Howie Roseman do year in and year out. Omar does it again is absolutely right. So, guys, we're probably going to be doing a video here probably next week when we get the official contract details.
Do you think it'll be next week?
Whenever it comes, we are going to let you guys know how much money the Steelers save against the cap with this move because I think we are going to save some money.
Oh, yeah.
Now, maybe, I actually wouldn't hate it if the Steelers decide, okay, we have $25 million in cap space after the Jalen Ramsey deal. We have room to kind of front load this contract and give TJ's cap hit, up front. And then the cap hits are lower in future seasons. Like maybe that's something that could be worked out. I would be okay with that because TJ, obviously, as he gets older, the risk on the contract and the cap hit and stuff like that goes up and up and up. So if you have $25 million in cap space, why not increase his cap number this year? Because you have the room to do it.
True that.
So, however Omar decides to do it, I think he's going to do what's best for the team. He's really good with this type of stuff. So, the Steelers could save cap room here, but they might also decide to front load this contract pretty heavily so that the cap hits on TJ can be lower in future seasons. Robert wants in on the TJ Watt jersey raffle, $10. Shout out to Robert. Shout out to Robert, by the way. Shout out to Kurt Crater for the $10. Did I shout out Kurt Crater? Okay,
We showed it at least.
Just making sure. It says donating to the TJ contract. Cap space. Yeah, man. Robert also puts in a 5, so shout out to Robert with the little hippo doing the running motion right there.
CJ, we'll shout out for the 2. We'll answer this one on the mailbag.
We'll answer this one in the mailbag here, CJ, so thank you for the $2 super chat. You're a real one. I see Christian Andujar's using his hashtag Steelers down there in the comment section.
We'll give you about 2 more minutes to get your questions in, and then we'll get into the mailbag.
All right, so we're going to get into the mailbag here in about 2 minutes. Get those questions in, hashtag Steelers. But if you want to guarantee your question gets on the show today, super chat on today's program to get on the show. So we appreciate you guys. After the mailbag, we'll probably take more questions if they come in, but we're eventually going to get to our Madden simulation as well, week 15.
We can also take them during the Madden stream.
Yeah, we can take them during the Madden stream. So week 15 versus the Dolphins is our stream today.
And don't get mad at me. Our Dolphins host, Nick Roloff, chose the Dolphins uniforms. So I don't want to hear anything in the chat about F Coop.
Are they a joke?
They're bad.
Are they bad?
They're bad.
Well, the Dolphins are bad, so their uniforms
And they're in the
should
snow,
match.
so you know Tua's going to absolutely turtle.
What's that?
They're in the snow, so you know Tua's going to
Oh
absolutely
yes,
turtle.
100%. Morgan Hoover, $2 says, "Did you get my super chat?"
We showed you, Morgan. I'll show you again, though.
I think we did show it, Morgan, but we'll show it again. No, we'll show both of them actually before we get into the mailbag here.
There you are.
Yep, there it was. TJ is going to be a beast again.
Oh, yeah.
I actually don't think we showed this one.
Did we not?
I don't remember. I don't remember this one. So I think this is an F Coop situation in the
F-Coop.
chat. So F Coop, Morgan, but appreciate the 10. You are in the raffle, my friend. Thank you for the donation.
I'll give you 2 because I missed it.
All right, Coop's going to give you 2 raffle tickets because we missed it earlier. But Morgan sent in another $2 super chat, so shout out to Morgan.
Appreciate you, Morgan.
For the $12 donations there. And right now, by the way, we have easily passed over $250 today. So what are we at? So we're at $215 super chat. We're at $130 Venmo. So that is what? $345?
Ish.
$345-ish. So because we passed 250, you guys know what that means. Let's go Steelers! Big! We go Steelers! Here we go! Here we go Steelers! Here we go! Here we go Steelers! Here we go! Let's go. So once we get to 500, if we get to 500 today, I think we're $155 away from 500. We'll hit the gong again for you guys. But without further ado, let's get into our mailbag here. I see a bunch of great questions getting in the chat room right now. We got 500 people watching live around the world right now. Let's go Fanatics for this one. Fanatics for this one. Pat Lepla is here. Pat, you are the best. Thanks for showing up today. Coop needs a second, guys, so just keep chopping it up in the chat. We're going to get to this mailbag, and then if you guys continue to have questions on the TJ Watt extension, if you have questions about the future of the Pittsburgh Steelers, if you have questions about what comes next, if they're going to make any more moves before the start of the season, don't be afraid to get hashtag Steelers down there in the chat. But I think Omar Khan might be done, guys. I mean, maybe they make a move for a receiver, hashtag Juwan Jennings. Maybe they make a move for a safety. But I think the Steelers may go into training camp here, guys, with the roster they have right now. And honestly, I like where the roster is sitting. So without further ado, let's get into it. Kurgan Cold says, wow, lots of exciting news. So pumped. I think Cassie just let him know that we're getting married. So yes. Cassie and I are getting married. For those of you that don't know, I engaged a couple of weeks ago, and yeah, it's going to be fantastic. We're going to get married June 6th of next year, so that is going to be fantastic. Thanks for your well wishes there, Kurgan. All right, so let's get into it right now. The mailbag here for this week's Steelers Talk Live show. It's coming at you right now. Welcome into the Steelers Talk Mailbag. I'm your host, Jack Sperry. I am filming this pretty much right after TJ Watt got his massive 3-year contract extension. So this week's mailbag will probably have a lot of TJ Watt-related questions on it, just so you guys know. But here at Steelers Talk, we try to give you guys the most interactive fan community for Steelers fans anywhere on planet Earth. We have over 87,000 Steelers fans already subscribed to the channel. We give you guys daily interactive community posts on this channel, daily and free Steelers videos for you guys to enjoy every day. We have live watch parties for every single Steelers game, and we also have twice weekly Steelers Talk live show. So if you guys want to get a question on a future live show, if you guys want to join a community of people that bleed black and gold, click that subscribe button right now. I guarantee you won't regret it. All right, so we'll start here with Smooth3, a $20 super chat. It says, I've been waiting on this update forever. LOL, my suggestion is to get a number 2 wide receiver. I love Calvin and hope he has a breakout year, but I'll be more comfortable with an established player. I would be more comfortable with an established player two, like a Jawan Jennings, if they're able to find a deal for him. He's a great route runner, a really good run blocker, and he's got phenomenal hands. Had a really good season with the San Francisco 49ers last year. And if the 49ers don't want to pay him a new contract extension and they're willing to trade him to the Steelers, I'm absolutely in on him. But I do think the Steelers really do believe in Calvin Austin III, and they're going to see how he opens up camp as this team's number 2 receiver heading into camp this year, because he reminds me a lot of Darnell Mooney. He's undersized like Mooney is, but he can threaten to all 3 levels of the field. He's got great field vision and speed as a yak threat for underneath stuff. He's a really good route runner with great quickness and shiftiness to win in the intermediate and against man coverage. And then, of course, he's got that long speed and ball tracking ability to be a really legitimate deep threat as well. So I think that he was kind of forgotten in this offense last year because George Pickens, more often than not, was the primary read. Justin Fields and Russell Wilson weren't too good at getting to their secondary reads. And if you've been watching my film analysis on the Steelers from last season, you guys know how often Calvin Austin III was wide ass open and wasn't getting the football. So I'm excited about Calvin this year with a guy like Aaron Rodgers, one of the best mental processors in the league, as this team's quarterback this year. So shout out your guy down there in the comments section. Name a wide receiver that the Steelers should sign or trade for before the start of the season. This will be the pinned comment on today's show. YouTube's going to throw you an ad break here in just a couple of seconds. And when that happens, take advantage of that time by letting me know a receiver that you would like to add to the Steelers roster. Then we got $2 here from Michael Beard. Says enough cap for anyone else left. Still need safety. So maybe the contract details come out by the time this video comes out, maybe not. But I actually think that if the Steelers do want to, they can't even add cap space with this deal, because TJ Watt's caps hit before the deal was over $30 million per season. So if the Steelers want to backload this contract and put a lot of money and cap hit money towards the end of the deal, they can do that, and they can actually save money against the cap for 2025. But because they got about a little bit over $25 million in cap space after the Jalen Ramsey deal, if they want to front load this contract or they increase TJ Watt's cap hit for this season, they could also do that. So whatever they want to do there. In terms of adding a safety, Mark Kaboly of the Pat McAfee Show had this to say about what the Steelers may be thinking. I think that safety is number 1 on the Steelers' list. I'm not saying I'm not a Juan Thornhill believer, but they base their whole organization on having competition. And where's the competition at for a guy that nobody wanted last year who had a bad season for the Cleveland Browns? Now, Pittsburgh does seem to like Juan Thornhill quite a bit. They, obviously they let go of Minkah Fitzpatrick, so they have to feel like the person replacing him is at least starter worthy. It's also worth mentioning that Thornhill was the starting free safety for the Kansas City Chiefs just 2 years ago on a Super Bowl winning team. And even though, Juan Thornhill is probably the weakest link on the Steelers defense right now, he is somebody that's a solid tackler. He's pretty darn good as a center fielder at free safety and as a deep safety. And with the pass rush in the secondary and especially the cornerback room being as good as I think it's going to be here in Pittsburgh this year, I don't think safety is going to be a hugely consequential position in the Steelers defense this year. So if you're going to pick one position to kind of have be your quote-unquote weakest link, I'd be perfectly fine with Juan Thornhill filling that role. $2 from Uriah Brobes, my man, says, hope TJ works out. Kind of worried, though. And listen, man, Uriah brings up a point here that I think is perfectly valid. All right, TJ Watt, he's going to be on the other side of 30 heading into this new contract. And obviously, injury risk goes up the older you get. And he's somebody that's a speed rusher that really relies on first step athleticism and explosiveness and bend around the edge to be able to set up some of his inside counters and all that different stuff. And if he loses that first step explosiveness, he might not be the same player and put up the same kinds of numbers that he has in his late 20s when he still has that athleticism. Also, he has an injury history of his own right. The last 3 years, he's had some sort of injury. Had that torn pectoral muscle on week 1 versus the Bengals in 2022. Had that MCL sprain in the final game of the regular season against the Ravens in 2023. Missed that playoff game versus Buffalo. And then the ankle sprain last year where after that injury where he couldn't, round that corner and he couldn't have that first step explosiveness the same way that we're kind of worried about with the age regression there. He got 0 sacks for the rest of the season. So I will say TJ looks like he has put on some weight this offseason, especially in the upper body. So I think that power is going to be implemented into his game a little bit more than maybe in years past, which is a great sign that he's going to be able to be worth this contract. But man, $108 million fully guaranteed over the next 4 seasons is when he's under contract here in Pittsburgh for a guy that's now going to be on the other side of 30. There is some concerns, but there's also reason to definitely be excited about TJ Watt heading into this next contract. Now, before we get into the rest of this week's questions here, if you guys want an Aaron Rodgers jersey in your closet today, if you want to get a Rodgers jersey before the start of the season, we have a link down in the description of today's video. It's in the second paragraph of our video today. So if you want to go down there in the description and find that link, you guys can find this jersey from our friends at Fanatics right now. They got great prices, and it's going to be the best prices you guys can find pretty much anywhere else. If you guys want to get a great deal on an Aaron Rodgers jersey before the start of the season, the link is in the comments and description, the second paragraph of the description of today's show. Then we got one from No Clout Kai. Hope I'm saying that right. Says, do you think Jaylen Warren will break out this year at RB1? I think so. Maybe is he going to be like the best running back in the league? Probably not, but he's been one of the more efficient running backs in the league since he entered the league, guys. Like yards after contact, he's got fantastic contact balance, really good vision, really good shiftiness. His jump cut is one of the best in the league. He's somebody that I'm really excited to see what he's going to be able to do in this offense as an RB1, because obviously he had to play kind of second fiddle to Najee Harris his first few seasons here in Pittsburgh, and now, at least to start the season, it seems like he's going to get number 1 running back reps. Now, I think the plan eventually is to go to Caleb Johnson as kind of like the big play threat, kind of that quote-unquote Derrick Henry role in this Arthur Smith offense, with Jaylen Warren going back to being one of the best third down backs in the National Football League. And if Caleb Johnson is a year 1 stud this year, guys, Caleb and Jaylen might have a chance to be a top 5 running back duo in the entire National Football League. And that's definitely a combination I'm very excited to see. But Warren, very good player, fantastic pass protector. He's a good receiver out of the backfield too. And I'm glad he's getting this opportunity at the start of 2025. Taco Man with a 10. He's in on our raffle today for the TJ Watt jersey. He says, if you had to trade one player from the defense to get a legit wide receiver 2, who would you pick and for whom? I'm not trading anybody on this defense, Taco Man. I'm trading a pick to go get. Actually, here's what I'll say. I'm not trading anyone on the defense, all right? I think the defense is probably the way that they want it. The player I'm probably trading in return for, let's say, Juwan Jennings, okay? Because that's the player the Steelers are pursuing via trade right now. If they can get Jennings, that means that San Francisco probably wants a receiver in return. So I would probably offer them brace for impact Roman Wilson, all right? Second-year player, hasn't really, obviously hasn't established himself in this league yet. But if you bring in Juwan Jennings, he's really a specialist from the slot. Calvin Austin III can also play in the slot as well. But Roman Wilson, I think, is pretty much a slot specialist, whereas Jennings and Calvin can play inside or out. They're a little bit more versatile. So I would offer probably a 4th-round pick in Roman Wilson for Juwan Jennings if the 49ers would be willing to take that. But I probably wouldn't trade anyone on this defense to get that deal done. We got a 10 from Chris Riggs here. It says, Watt is worth every penny. Feel like they are locked in this year. I love this offseason. I love this offseason too, man. Now, if they wanted to embrace a full rebuild, if they wanted to fire Tomlin, if they wanted to draft a rookie quarterback, if they wanted to trade their expensive veteran pieces like Watt, Hayward, Minka for draft capital, I would have gotten on board with that plan, but they decided not to do that. They decided that they still want to try and win, and I think with the moves that they made this offseason, I think they pretty much maximized what they could have done, right? They got DK Metcalf, Aaron Rodgers, I think, out of the realistic quarterback options, gives you the best chance to win this year. I really like the addition of Caleb Johnson. I like the moves they made on defense too, even though I will miss Minka, but I think Jaylen will be a bigger impact. Like, I like this offseason a lot from GM Omar Khan. He's made a lot of big moves, and he has not been afraid to make big changes to this roster in pursuit of a championship. And I think at the end of the day, even if they don't hoist a Lombardi trophy in the next 2 years before Cam Hayward retires, I will have a hell of a lot of respect for the way that the Steelers are at least trying to get that done for Cam before he ends up retiring. So do it now. Go down there in the comment section. Show some love for TJ Watt. Spam those 90s down there if you're excited. 90 is going to be here for the next 4 years. All right, we got one from Mark. Says, any word from Justin Simmons' camp that he is visiting with any teams? You would have to think he would want to sign before training camp. Haven't heard anything from Justin Simmons in terms of visiting anywhere or anything like that. He signed really late in the offseason last year. I think it was after training camp began, really close to the start of the season with the Atlanta Falcons. So he's no stranger to this, and I think that he is more than comfortable waiting for the right team. I think if the Steelers really wanted him, they probably would have reached out to him by now. It's either that or they reached out and he's not interested in the Steelers. He doesn't think Aaron Rodgers has it anymore. So I would say the chances of Justin Simmons coming here relatively low. I wouldn't say they're zero, and I would like the signing if they brought him in. Don't get me wrong. He's still a ball hawk, but I would say at this point, if he wanted to be a Pittsburgh Steeler, I think he probably would be. Eric Brown says, we win this year and go to the Super Bowl. I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility. Now, a lot of stuff needs to go right? Like there's a lot of stuff that and a lot of question marks surrounding the Pittsburgh Steelers, right? The running, like Caleb Johnson's going to have to break out this year. The offensive line is going to have to take a major step forward. Aaron Rodgers is going to have to have a bounce back season and stay healthy. One of these receivers on the team, Calvin Austin or Roman Wilson's going to have to step up into a legit number 2 receiver role. The defensively, Jalen Ramsey's going to have to show that he was worth the investment they made in him. TJ Watt is going to have to continue his dominance along the defensive line. Like, a lot of things need to go right for the Steelers to be legit Super Bowl contenders because they don't have an elite quarterback. I think Rodgers has what it takes to be top 10 and good enough to win a Super Bowl if the right help is around him. But right now, there's certainly some question marks and some things that the Steelers are going to have to, really make sure they do this year if they're going to put themselves in contention to hoist a 7th Lombardi trophy. I think they got a lot of potential this year, and I'm excited to see it happen. And we're going to be covering it every step of the way, the 2025 season for your Pittsburgh Steelers. If you want free, daily, premium Steelers coverage every single day on this channel, that's what we provide for you guys here on Steelers Talk. So click that subscribe button to never miss a video. All right, nice questions there, man. Good mailbag from you guys. Still got over 460 people watching live around the world. We got some more super chats to get to here. Lucas Q says, love the show, Jack and Coop. Always watch. Tried to pay on Cash App. So Cash App's not working for me, Lucas Q. It's being a bit wonky for me. So unfortunately, Cash App's not working for me.
They're shadow banning us.
They're trying to make it. They're like forcing me to do a business account where I have to pay taxes. I might end up doing that just so.
Damn government.
But it's just stupid, man. So he says, congratulations to you and Cassie and your endeavors. I appreciate you, Luke. You guys are a real one. Cassie and I were joking on the drive back, like, what if we live stream the wedding from the and we're like, nah, that's not gonna.
No way.
That'd be the most tacky way to do it.
Would your parents approve?
No, they would not. There's no way that we would get married on this. With all due respect to you guys in Steelers Nation, we love you guys. We're gonna
Don't worry, I'll be there. I'll take pictures.
Yeah, Coop is gonna be one of my groomsmen. He'll be there, and we'll probably share a bunch of pictures on here, but. Sorry, guys, I'm not going to do the ceremony in studio on Steelers Talk.
Imagine it's just on the channel.
Hey, that could just be the wedding video.
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
That would just be the wedding video. It's just on live stream forever. Speaking of streams, we have our Madden stream coming up here, guys. The 9-4 Pittsburgh Steelers going up against the Miami Dolphins on Monday Night Football in a frigid Acrisure Stadium.
Are you ready?
I am ready. Show me the jerseys.
Do you see them?
Yes. Oh my gosh. These jerseys are ridiculous, guys. Look at these. The aqua pants with the orange jerseys. The Steelers are wearing. I like the Steelers fit here, man.
The Steelers
got the yellow helmets with the yellow pants.
This is courtesy of our Dolphins Today host.
Yes, but you picked the Steelers ones.
I did.
So
I selected the Steelers.
So you can say F Coop if you don't like the Steelers jerseys, but
well, someone told me, I forget who it was, on Monday's stream that we needed to go back to the yellow helmets, so I said okay.
Okay, so Monday Night Football, it's in the snow too. So You guys know what that means. Tua in the snow, not going to be good. Not going to be good for Tua in this one.
Here's Aaron. He's loving it.
There's Raji.
He's rallying the troops.
Let's go, man. Okay, so just a reminder, guys. Oh, Kurgan wants a ring pick. All right, so...
Do we have it?
Yeah.
It's somewhere.
We have it somewhere. We'll show you, Kurgan. We'll get the ring picture up for you. Cassie asked, did Hervey Dunn get a raffle entry? Hervey, you did get in. You are in, my friend.
Hervey's there.
So just so you guys know, we're raffling off a TJ Watt jersey at the end of the show, $10 to get in. Or if you don't have any money, you can just follow me on X at Jack_Sperry for a free raffle entry. The kick is away, and Miami will take it out. Good return here to the 33-yard line where Tua Tagovailoa and the Dolphins will take over. Keenan is cool is asking what our record is. Our record is 9-4. They went on a 5-game win streak that was just snapped by the Baltimore Ravens in Week 14. So now the Steelers are sitting at 9-4 in second place in the AFC North, 1 game behind the Baltimore Ravens. People are asking what roster we use. We use the active roster. So Jalen Ramsey is on the Steelers.
Minka is on the Dolphins.
Minka is on the Dolphins in this game, yep. So shotgun, Tua will take the snap. He's looking, nothing there. Now he's going to throw to the sideline and is caught for a Dolphins first down. Way too much time. Way too much time. Got to get to Tua, man.
We're paying this guy $43 million and he can't get to the QB?
I don't know, man.
What a joke.
We're paying TJ $41 million a year, giving Tua all day to throw in the pocket.
When was the last time a Mike McDaniel offense was in the eye?
I don't know, man. Well, quite a bit. They use tight ends a lot.
The
Or fullbacks.
formation?
Yeah, fullbacks.
Really?
Yeah, they use it more than anybody.
Interesting.
So I formation, and that is a TFL for Cam Hayward, Captain Cam, who, by the way, just made the top 50 list on PFF's top 50 players in the league.
Did he?
So congratulations to him. Trips right for Tua here on second down and 11. 2 high safeties for the Steelers. Tua will take the snap. He is looking. Now he steps back. Now he throws way overthrown. Tua stinks in the cold. Yeah! He overthrew a 4-yard hitch route. Yeah, this ain't Hawaii, Tua. This ain't Hawaii, dog. Third down and very long. This is when the pass rush gets to him. Come on. Get after him. Third down and 11. Shotgun Tua takes the snap. He's looking. He's going to step up. Now he's going to look to run. Is he going to get there? No. He's going to slide down. 4th down and 7 coming up. Jalen Ramsey.
He was about to kill him.
Was about to kill him. Give him. Oh, I'm not going to go there. But I think I think you guys know what I'm referring to there. But Kurgan, there's the ring. I hope it's to your liking, Kurgan. I think we did a good job. So, yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. All right. The punt is away. It looks like a bad punt. Not a good punt. It's out of bounds. And Raji and the Steelers will take over at the 33-yard line. Let's go, man. Come on.
When the Steelers' new uniforms next week, right?
What's up?
Steelers' new uniforms come out next week?
Yeah, I think Monday.
Let's go.
Yeah, I think next Monday the forged in Pittsburgh uniforms come out.
Will it be a yellow helmet?
I think it's going to be a yellow helmet. I don't know if they're going to have the logo on the side. They might just go with like a plain yellow helmet. Shotgun here for Pittsburgh. Got a condensed bunch to the left. Rodgers looking. Quick throw. Caught. On the follow route is Pat Fryer. Move. First down, Steelers. Let's go. Where's Minka at? We're targeting him all day long. Where's Minka at?
We like Minka.
We like Minka, but respectfully, we're getting after that ass today. There we go. Spread formation. Got a bunch out to the left. Rodgers takes the snap. He's got plenty of time. Now he throws down the sideline. Oh, it's incomplete. Good coverage. I don't know who that is. It's a big player. I don't know who that is.
Looked like a linebacker.
Yeah, it almost looked like a linebacker.
It was Jalen Warren, so it probably was a linebacker.
That's true. Rodgers tried to throw a wheel route to Jalen Warren.
You know,
incomplete.
Mike McDaniel's not ready for this cold either.
Oh, yeah. Second down and 10. He's wearing that puffy-ass jacket. I formation. It's going to be a 5-step drop for Rodgers. He throws quickly. It's tipped up in the air and incomplete. 3rd down and 10 coming up.
Bradley Chubb's out in coverage.
Yeah, Bradley Chubb with the PBU. By the way, I think that was the first deep pass of this season where Rodgers threw an incompletion. Usually when Rodgers airs it out, he is perfect. So here we go. 3 receivers set, shotgun Rodgers, 3rd down and 10. Got to move the chains. They send pressure. He's rolling. No, he throws down the sideline. It is caught. There he goes. Muth. Is he going to get in? No, he's just short. What a play by Aaron Rodgers. Rolling out to his left, finding a wide open Pat Freiermuth for the Steelers. First down. Let's go.
What a catch.
A nice catch extending there by Muth. Tua's pissed. Somebody forgot his hand warmers.
Not happy.
Somebody forgot his hand warmers out there. 2 receivers, 2 tight ends, and a back. Under center is Rodgers from the 4. It's going to be handed off to Jalen Warren. Is he going to get in? He is! Touchdown Steelers! Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. Let's go, man. Touchdown on the first drive of the game for Pittsburgh. Big time 3rd and 10 reception and completion from Aaron Rodgers. Look at Mike McDonald, dude. He is freezing out there. Boswell puts it up, and it is good.
Good
7.
job, Mason.
Good hold, Mason. Good hold, kid. Good hold, Mason. There we go. Still got over 430 people watching live. Again, guys, $10 to get in on the TJ Watt jersey raffle. How far are we away from? So 220 plus 130. What is that?
350.
350. All right. So we are still $150 away from hitting the gong again, just so you guys know. Kick is away. It is caught and returned. Good return. Oh, my goodness. What a hit. Laid out by Peyton Wilson. And here comes Tua strutting his stuff out there.
I'm going to make an executive decision here. From now until the end of the first quarter, half off raffle entries.
All right. Half off raffle entries for the rest of the first quarter. $5 raffle entries for the rest of the first.
See what you got, Tua.
They go spread here. Trips right. Tua from shotgun. He's going to send a man in motion. Takes the snap. Here comes the pressure. He throws, and it is caught on the quick slant for a gain of 7.
Ramsey was bearing down.
Oh, yeah. Ramsey almost got there for the pick. I'm going to make a prediction right now. Ramsey pick 6 by the end of the game.
Okay.
I'm going to predict a Ramsey pick 6 by the end of this football game. 2nd down and 3 from the 37. 2 back formation in shotgun for Miami. They send Waddle on an orbit motion. Tua takes a snap, play action. He's got time. Now he's going to throw down the sideline. What a throw by Tua. And it was Waddle on the wheel route on the orbit motion for a huge gain. Gets all the way down to the 22.
What's Darius doing?
I don't know, man.
Let him go.
I guess so. Guess he didn't think Tua had the arm strength there. Look at that. He's flat-footed,
What
too.
are we doing?
Tua couldn't make that throw.
And then Darius is just caught flat-footed.
What a joke. That ball would have fluttered in real life. Tua throwing flat-footed? No way.
Are you joking?
22-yard line here.
Oh, yeah, we got some Supas coming in.
Send Waddle in motion, play action. Tua's got plenty of time in the pocket. Now he's going to look to run. And he's going to slide down, protects himself. Gets 8 yards, 2nd down and 2 coming up. Got some more raffle entries coming in. We've got some more raffle entries coming in. $5 for the rest of the quarter. The clock is ticking.
Don't worry, Jits.
I formation. It's going to be a toss play. And good tackle here by Jalen Ramsey out in space. Gets Devon Achane. It's going to be 3rd down and inches. Come on. Cassie says Hot Rod is planning on going to training camp on Saturday.
Cool.
We'll see you there, Hot Rod. It'll be my last day there.
You come back Sunday?
Come back Sunday. So here we go. Big O empty here. 3rd and inches. Tua's going to throw a quick route outside, and it's going to be caught. Broke a tackle. He would have been behind the sticks. Oh, man. That one's tough. And that's Brown. Pharaoh Brown is now their number 1 tight end after letting go of Darren Waller. Where's Darren Waller at?
Who the hell's Pharaoh Brown?
It's tight end. He stinks. I don't even think Darren Waller's in this game, so I don't think he can be added to the live rosters. Offset I formation. Tua throws quickly. It is caught by Brown again.
Short.
He's going to be short at the 3-yard line. Peyton Wilson brings him down.
Uh-oh.
Injury timeout. Oh, no. No! TJ Watt is injured. The $41 million per season man. This is all of our worst nightmares coming true.
Are you effing joking?
Hopefully he's okay. Looks like Jack Sawyer is out there for the injured Watt. 18 seconds left to go. Get out of here, Chugs. Under center for Tua. They send Waddle in motion. Handoff, Achane, does he get in? He dives in. Short. 3rd down and goal coming up. Type stop in the chat. Type stop in the chat. We need to stop right here, folks. Come on. That is the end of the first quarter.
You guys are 3rd and goal at the 1.
Coop, can we go through the $5 super chat so we know who has the Oh, there it is. So Bob Locke.
Oh, here it's
wrong one.
But it's this one.
No.
We might lose the game, but we're winning the
All right, $5 from Robert Locks has put Christopher Domingo in the raffle. So Christopher, you're in. Sir Alex says, sign me up. So Sir Alex is in. $5 for Lucas Skew. Luke, you're in again. We got Dub Boss, 69, says, Will Warren surpassed 1,000 yards this year? Don't know about that. We'll see how long he stays in that number 1 running back position. If he keeps that job the entire year, I think he does surpass 1,000. All right, so those are the people that just got raffle entries. Here's 3rd down and goal to start the second quarter. We got our Dolphins host in here. He's cheering on the Dolphins. Tua is going to hand it off. Achane, does he get in? He dives in. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Because we are the Miami
Dolphins. Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins, number 1.
Hey,
you suck dicks.
Will Scott.
He's back. Good news. TJ Watt's back in the game, so I guess he's okay, but unfortunately, touchdown Dolphins. The kick is up, and it is good. 7-7 is the score. All right, just got a Venmo alert here.
Let's ride.
Let's go, man. So we'll get to that Venmo here momentarily. Man, what a fun show it's been, man. What a fun show.
It's
been a fun show today. Kick is off, and the Steelers will field it at around the 5-yard line. Cordero Patterson is going to have a terrible return only to the 25. Cut him. Cut him.
Why is he still on this roster?
Special teams.
Well, we have better returners than him.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I'm just telling you why he's still on this team. Not to mention, he's played the role in this offense that Caleb is going to play. So they probably view him as a good mentor for Caleb. Because he's been that big number 1 running back in Arthur Smith's offense before. So he's probably a good mentor for Caleb. So I think that's probably where most of his value comes from at this point. I formation, they're going to hand it off to Caleb Johnson, and he gets no gain. Womp, womp, womp.
Shout out to Chris Riggs.
Chris Riggs with a 10 says, let's go Steelers. That's 2 raffle tickets for you, my friend, because you put in via Venmo. Double your raffle tickets when you donate via Venmo or PayPal today, guys. Under center, wing formation for Pittsburgh. 2 receivers, 2 tight ends, and a back. They're going to send Muth in motion into the offset I formation. They're going to hand it off to Jalen Warren. He's got some blockers ahead of him, but he runs right into him. Just a 1-yard gain. So now it's another 3rd and long here. Raji was able to dig us out of this before. Let's see if he does it again. 3 receivers on the field. Got 1 tight end in the back.
Can they clear up the yard markings?
I mean, goodness gracious. Here we go. Rodgers, nothing there initially. Now he's rolling out to his left again. He's going to look to run, and Bradley Chubb runs him down. Goodness gracious.
He's lucky he didn't fumble.
4th down and 8. Pittsburgh will have to punt. Has not been a good last 3 minutes or so for the Steelers. I mean, what is that cut that he's trying to make? Like, he's running straight, and then he stops to turn. It's like, goodness.
He is 41 years old.
I hope this year's Madden is better. God.
Are you going to get it?
Yes. I always convince myself to get it, and it's just, I hope this year's actually better. Punt is away. It's fair caught at the 27. That's where Tua and the Dolphins will take over. It's a tie ball game. Pittsburgh will get the ball to start the second half. So they don't want to give up a lead here. Got a couple of $5 super chats that we'll get to here momentarily.
Oh, yeah.
Again, guys, $10 to get in on the raffle. Pistol formation. Got 2 backs in the backfield. Oh, my goodness, Cam Hayward with a giant
Jesus.
TFL. The first team All-Pro. Showing why he has that moniker next to his name. 2nd down and 13. Let's go.
The Dolphins' O-line's a joke.
Yeah, that's true. The Dolphins' O-line is a joke. That's why I'm excited for this game in particular during the season, because this is one of the more like for sure wins on the schedule for me. There's no for sure wins for sure in the NFL, but like the physicality of this game, the Steelers are just going to bring it. It's a short pass by Tua, and the Steelers are just bullying those soft-ass Dolphins out there right now. 3rd down and 11 coming up. NFL Prod says, do you think we will sign Justin Simmons? Also, what's your current record prediction? If I have to predict, I'd be fine with the Justin Simmons signing. I don't think they will do it. My record prediction, I'm going to say 11-6. 11-6. Then Brennan S. Dyson with a 5. Brennan, we appreciate you. Thanks for the 5, my friend. Show some love to Brennan down there in the chat. Excuse me.
You.
3rd down and 11. Let's see if Tua can keep the chains moving.
Thank you.
On 3rd and very long, takes the snap. Tua's got time in the pocket. He throws middle, close to the sticks. It's caught, but behind the sticks, 4th down and 2-1. Thornhill, the free safety, brings him down. I got to say, the 22 for a safety kind of chills. It's tough, man. I think he's going to be better than people think this year.
So is he going to play free and then Deshaun will play strong safety?
Yeah, and then when they go to base, Deshaun will play free, and then
Ramsey.
Jalen will play in the box. Kick is away. Calvin's got some room to run here off the punt. He won't go far, but he gets to the 22.
2-minute warning.
That is the 2-minute warning. Let's see if Raji, with 3 timeouts, can get this team in the field goal range or maybe even get a touchdown. Steelers get the ball coming out of the half here, so they're playing with house money here. But if they can even just get a field goal here, Coop, that puts the pressure on the Dolphins' defense to prevent a touchdown on the opening drive of the second.
This is a Steeler football game. Low scoring, in the snow, in December.
Shotgun Rodgers will throw quickly on the drag. I believe that is DK Metcalf. It is for a gain of 8. But clock is ticking. No timeout called by the Steelers. I'm guessing they'll go no huddle here. Shotgun Rodgers, 3 receivers set. He's going to throw. He's got that little flick of the wrist, and it's beautiful. 1st down, Steelers. And a little bit throwing darts out there. Bobby Trees with the big catch. Clock still ticking. No timeout. Look at that little wrist flick, dude. It's just a thing of beauty. Finds that cover 2 hole shot. No huddle again. Takes the snap with 70 seconds left to go. He's going to throw down to his flat. It is caught by DK Metcalf.
DK?
And DK doesn't get out of bounds, but the Steelers still not calling a timeout. 2nd down and 4.
Speaking of veteran wide receivers, our good friend Mike Williams announced his retirement today.
Steelers legend with that one catch versus the Commanders. He only had 1 touchdown reception as a Steeler, but it was electric. Shotgun Rodgers. You're on 2nd down and 4. He's going to throw on the quick drag. It's Calvin Austin. He catches it, and he gets out of bounds. Good job, Calvin. Rodgers fired up because they're now in field goal range. Now let's see if they can get into the end zone. Let's see if they can do something even better.
All 3 timeouts.
Shotgun. He's going to throw quickly to Jalen Warren, and he's going to get nothing. No blocking from anyone in front of Warren.
Sayamalu was out there. He just decided to not block.
2nd down and 11.
That's just piss poor.
We do have a super chat that we need to get to here momentarily. Probably at halftime, we'll get to the super chat.
Yep.
2nd down and 11, 33 seconds to go and 2 timeouts. Still plenty of time to get into the end zone. Rodgers takes a deep drop. Now he throws down to the end zone. It's knocked down, incomplete. 3rd down and 11 coming up. Rodgers couldn't complete it. I will say, Coop, this has probably been Rodgers' least efficient game throwing the ball down the field. Usually when he's throwing the ball down the field, it's like 100% accuracy. Well, now with 28 seconds left to go in the half, 3rd down and 11, 3 receiver set, takes the snap. Don't take a sack, Rodgers. He throws middle, almost should have been intercepted. Oh, my goodness. Penalty on the field. Holding on the offense. Are you joking? Are they going to accept it? No, they're going to decline it, so it's still well within the Chris Boswell field goal range. And they'll kick the field goal. There's Jalen Ramsey. God, so much aura. So much aura. So here we go. It's going to be about a 44.5-yard field goal. Boswell puts it up, and it is good. The great and powerful Boz hasn't missed a kick all season.
Good job, Mason.
Good hold, Mason. I know it's slippery out there, man. So now with 21 seconds to go, Steelers up 3, and they are getting ready to get the football right back.
You know Coach T just loves this bad weather.
Oh, he thrives in this.
He lives for this.
He thrives in, well, he lives for 2 things. The heat in Latrobe, and then the cold at Acrisure. He lives for those 2 things.
Wasn't it last year when he said that it wasn't hot enough?
No, this year. He said he moved it to the afternoon because it wasn't hot enough last year. It's unbelievable, man.
That's awesome.
So the return is taken out to the 27. Still 3 timeouts for Miami, so they could still technically drive down for a field goal if they hightail it here.
Is that Malik Washington?
Probably, yeah. 412 Yinzer Fanatics says, can we afford to still sign Juwan Jennings? So we'd have to trade for him and then sign him to an extension. But the answer is yes. Absolutely. Because if anything, the Steelers might actually save cap room with this extension because a lot of that money might be moved to future seasons. So the handoff here, not going anywhere. I think they're just going to allow this to go down to the halftime marker here. Juan Thornhill with another tackle. Finally, you got Miles Killebrew out of the starting lineup, Coop.
It's not me.
Guess it's the Madden rosters, huh?
Yep.
Couple nice plays from Juan Thornhill here. But we're at halftime, so Robert Locke, $10, says Michael Bryce is in the raffle.
Michael, you're in, brother.
Michael, you are in the raffle, my friend. All right, second half, getting ready. 10-7, Pittsburgh leads. Oh, baby! Got
a triple.
We got a super chat, and we'll get to here before we kick things off in the second half. Let's go. We got that?
Yeah, I'm just waiting. We'll do the kickoff first.
All right, we'll do the kickoff, then we'll get to the super chat here. Miami kicks it to the Steelers. It'll be fielded around the 10-yard line. Not the greatest kick in the world, but not the best return either. Just gets to the 29. And that's where Raji will retake the field. But a $20 super chat from DeBoss69. He wants those 3 raffle tickets and says, who do you think, or what do you think about the offensive line this year? I'm feeling optimistic. I'm feeling optimistic as well, but obviously Pat Meyer is still here. I don't have a super high level of confidence in him.
The worst offensive line coach in the league.
But they've got a bunch of potential. Right? Broderick's a first-round pick. Troy Fautano's a first-round pick. McCormick, I'm a big believer in him. Frazier's really good. Sayamalo's good. Nice run here by Jalen Warren on first down, just bouncing off of people, picks up a first down. That looked like a Jalen Warren run to me, Coop. That's what he looks like, man. He's just bouncing off of people.
Just going back to the offensive line, I feel like it's, and tell me if I'm wrong, I think it's the biggest boomer bust position on this roster.
If all 3 of those young players answer those question marks this year, they'll have a top 10 offensive line, and I think that they'll have a top 10 offense this year. But if they all stink, then this offense is in trouble. Hand off to Jalen Warren, looking for a crease. He picks up 4 yards. Whoever number 20 is, he just saved a touchdown.
I believe that is Brooks.
2nd down and 6 for the Steelers. Ron Davis is asking, what's the record? Steelers are 9-4, and they're second behind the Ravens, who are at 10-3, so a game behind in the standings. Shotgun Rodgers, he will throw quickly on a quick curl route to DK Metcalf, caught for a Steelers. First down. Let's go.
Here we go.
For those of you that are just joining us, TJ Watt did sign a massive record-setting 3-year contract extension that gives him $108 million, fully guaranteed at signing. Unbelievable. Shotgun for Rodgers. 3-receiver set. He's going to hand it off to Jalen Warren, and he's going to pick up a 2-yard gain. And obviously, with that much guarantees given up front to a player that's on the other side of 30 now, it's a big risk, okay? It's a big investment. And if Watt gets a big injury this year, if he gets an injury at any point during this contract, it's not going to look good on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
You just hope everyone gets injured.
Yeah, that's true. Shotgun, he's going to throw a quick drag. It is caught by Pat Freiermuth. He's bouncing off of players like Jalen Warren was earlier. First down, Steelers. Let's go.
You just hope that any injury that Watt would sustain would just be a short-term thing.
Yeah, if he gets hurt, you hope he gets it's like a 1 or 2 week thing in the middle of the season, and he's good to go for playoffs. Because the last 2 years, he's had injuries that have affected his play and his ability to even be on the field in the playoffs.
100%.
So he's got to be healthy once we get to the postseason. That's all I care about. Under center here, 13 personnel in a wing. 5-step drop. Rodgers looking. Nothing there. Now he's trying to escape, and he's going to take a sack. Throw it away, Raji. Throw it away, Raji. Come on.
Oh!
Somebody's trying to hit our quarterback after the whistle. Jalen Ramsey's ready.
The refs flew in from South Beach. They took a long trip. Brought some Cuban sandwiches with them.
He's probably got more hand warmers than Tua. Shotgun, 2nd down and 18. Got a long ways to go here if you're going to make this a 2-score game. Handoff, Jalen Warren on 2nd down. Hate that play call. You got to get a bigger chunk than that on 2nd if you want a better chance on 3rd.
We do have Raji, though.
That is true. You got Raji here on 3rd and 13. Zach Wilson ready to come into this game. Sick number, 0.
Is he actually wearing 0? No way.
For the amount of snaps he's going to take this year. Shotgun handoff. Oh, my goodness. 3rd and 13 handoff? What is this pussy shit?
Go for it.
Are you kidding me, bro? A 3rd and 13 handoff when you're trying to go up 2 scores. Instead, you're going to just trot out Boswell and keep it a 1-score game. I mean, I hate that play call. Well, Boswell is out there. He kicks it, and it is good. Boswell's automatic out there. Good hold, Mason.
Atta kid, Mace. We know you don't have anything cooked up, Mike.
Look at that big-ass coat.
Yeah, your hands are too cold.
See, Mike's got like that little, he's got a little puffer, but it's not absurdly large for his body.
Correct. He's not wearing any ear warmers or anything like that.
Still a minute 22 to go in the third. The Dolphins will get the football back with a chance to take the lead. Kick is off, and it is fielded at the 4. It's taken out, and good pursuit by the Steelers. Just takes it to the 27. Here comes Tua Tagovailoa.
Not good in cold weathers.
Bad in cold weather. Something tells me those.
Is that James Daniels?
Yep.
No way, I forgot.
Yep, our old friend James Daniels. It's in Miami. Thank you to all 350 plus of the Steelers fans that are watching this show right now. Thank you guys so much for your support. Make sure you click that subscribe button to never miss any of our Madden streams and any of our actual watch parties for the Pittsburgh Steelers this year. It's a quick throw from Tua on first. It is a quick completion. Jalen Ramsey around the football yet again as he flexes on him. 5-yard gain for Miami. Two receivers set here, two backs for Miami next to Tua in the shotgun. You're going to send Jaylen Warren out on a motion pre-snap, takes the snap, and he will hand it off to the, looks like a fullback here. Getting nothing, gain of 1. It's Alec Ingold, the fullback. Jalen Ramsey gets the tackle. He's made some big plays here against his former team, Coop.
Yes, he has indeed. You know he's motivated in this one.
Oh, yeah.
Chris Greer wanted to get rid of him.
They go empty here. 3 receivers out to the left, 2 to the right. 2 is going to throw quickly. It is caught past the first down marker. First down, Patrick Queen in coverage against Devon Achane.
Tua's never seen anything like this before.
Now they go I formation. And that'll be the end of the third quarter. We're heading to the fourth, ladies and gentlemen.
Spam those 4s, baby.
Spam those 4s in the chat. If you want to win this game, improve to 10-4 on the season.
We got a $10 coming in from Bob Locke. Bob will get you up on screen ASAP.
Another 10 from Bob. Says he wants to give another raffle entry here to Chris Riggs for a Boswell jersey. Well, if he wants one, I guess, but today's raffle is the TJ Watt jersey, though. Going to be play action. Here comes Highsmith, but Tua throws over the middle. It is caught. First down, Miami. A nice gain for Jalen Waddle. And now Miami is driving. A touchdown, and the Dolphins take the lead in this ball game. And a nice throw over the middle from Tua.
Look, I love Boz.
I'm not
getting a kicker jersey.
I'm not getting a Boz jersey. I love Boz, though. He's the best kicker in the league. Lucky to have him. Best special teams in the league, by the way.
Brandon Aubrey better.
No. Sorry, he's not. Shotgun. Tua throws quickly. Underneath. Caught. Jalen Waddle breaks 1 tackle, and he's going to pick up a first down. You can't let Tua off easy like this, man. You can't just let him dump it off time and time again in the cold. You can't let him be comfortable out there. They go empty here. Tua takes the snap. He's got time back there. Now he's running out of time. He's trying to run away, and there's TJ Watt. Let's go. TJ with the sack. Puts him all the way back at the 37.
That's why you pay that man.
That's why you pay that man $41 million per season, man.
Fourth quarter. TJ comes alive. You know he's not wearing sleeves out there.
Oh, yeah. He's another guy that lives for these kinds of moments.
He's a Wisconsin boy.
So is Nick Herbig.
Mm-hmm.
Steelers love their Wisconsin edges.
Who's tougher, Wisconsin or Minnesota?
I hate to say it, but Wisconsin. Under center, Tua. Gonna send a man in motion and send him back over. It's going to be a handoff to Devon Achane. Good tackle by Patrick Queen in space. 3rd down and 17 coming. It appears, unless the Steelers give up a touchdown here, on 3rd and 17. Let's hope that doesn't happen. Knock on wood. But Steelers up 6. Clock ticking. Just 3 minutes to go left in this game. Shotgun Tua takes the snap. He's got all the time in the world back there. Now he's going to look to run, and he's going to be brought down with the sack. It is Keanu Benton, and I believe that was Alex Highsmith combining for the sack. 4th down and 20. I don't even know if they can kick the field goal now, Coop.
How's that ground taste, Tua?
But it tastes like water with all that snow.
They are sending out the field goal unit.
All right, so let's see.
52-yarder.
Let's see if this Miami kicker can hit a 52-yard field goal on the road in the elements. Kick is up. Is it going to make it? It is. Nailed it.
No way.
13-10 is the score, but the Steelers will get the football back in the 4-minute drill. Couple of first downs past the 2-minute drill here, and they will, or the 2-minute warning, I should say. And this game will be over. NFL Prods with a 5 says, do you think the Steelers can get past the wild card this season for the first time since 16-17? Yes, I think that this is the best team since the 17-18 season. Of course, they lost in the first round in that year, but they were certainly a really good team, right, with the Killer Bees and Big Ben Roethlisberger and all those guys. I think this is going to be the best Steelers team since that 2017 year. And obviously, once you get into the playoffs, it's one and done. Anything can happen. There could be a heartbreaking loss, but I think this year's team definitely puts themselves in the position for playoff success better than any of the other teams in years past. Because I think this offense is going to be the best it's been in a while. And I think that will go a long way with what T.J. Watt, Derek Harmon, Cam Hayward, Alex Highsmith, Jalen Ramsey, all these guys are going to bring to the table on the defense. So I think they have a pretty darn good shot at winning a playoff game this year. Handoff here to Jalen Warren. He's only going to get 2 yards on the opening carry. And the clock will tick. I think in real life they're probably calling timeouts here. But I think Madden is going to let this go all the way down to the 2-minute warning. Robert Locke says all the real ones are here cheering right now. Couldn't agree more, Rob. Shout out, by the way, to Kurgan Cold. Kurgan Cold. Haven't seen him in a while. It's good to see him back in the chat today.
Yins rise.
Under center. Handoff. Jalen Moore. He's got some room. He's going to stiff arm a man. Does he get the first down? He's just short. 3rd down and 1. Can they pick it up here? All we need is 2 yards. All we need is 2 yards. Come on. We need a first down. Miami calls their first timeout. The 1:56 left. This is a big play right here, folks. A first down would pretty much end it. They go 2 tight ends and a wing. Jalen Warren in the back. They send Muth into motion into the offset eye. It's going to be play action. Raji will throw in the flat. Did he catch it? He did. Muth! What a throw and catch! First down, Steelers!
Can I ask what that play call is?
I mean, hey, it paid off. Trust in Raji. In Raji, we trust. First down, Steelers. Clock did stop, though, because Muth went out of bounds. Miami still has 2 timeouts. Handoff, Jalen Warren. He will get 2 yards on the first down carry again.
Jacob B says Steelers not making playoffs with Rodgers.
I mean, that's your prediction, Jacob. I think it's going to be something else. Now, obviously, if Rodgers gets hurt, if T.J. Watt gets hurt, or DK Metcalf gets hurt, that would be a big injury this year, obviously. Like, who knows what's in store for us this season. I just think on paper, this is the best Steelers team we've seen since the 2017 year. I think Rodgers is a better quarterback than a lot of people think, and it's the first time he's been healthy in 3 years. So I'm excited to see what a healthy Aaron Rodgers looks like this year. Handoff. First down, Steelers, Jalen Warren. What a run, and that's going to be it. Suck it, roll off. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. That's going to be it, guys. Couple knees, and the Steelers will improve to 10-4 on the season with a 13-10 win over the Dolphins here in Week 15. Let's go, man. The next week, guys. So I want to take this time to kind of break down our schedule for next week because Cassie and I are leaving for Pittsburgh on Wednesday. Okay, so we're going to be going live twice on Monday and then Tuesday. Okay, so that's going to be our live schedule. Back-to-back days, Monday and Tuesday, back-to-back Madden streams. And then, of course, Cassie and I will be leaving on Wednesday for Pittsburgh, where we'll be attending Steelers training camp practice from Thursday through Saturday. So that's our schedule. We're going to be doing the TJ Watt jersey raffle once this game is over. Coop is currently getting the final names into that raffle. I'm going to say the names of the people that followed me on Twitter here, Coop.
Yep.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
Got quite a few. Matthew.
The Steelers are punting?
It's over. Steelers, this will be the last play of the game. Punt is away. It's fielded and brought down. That's the game. Why aren't you just punting it out of bounds?
Thank God.
I mean, Madden is so dumb, man. But, hey, final score, 13-10, Steelers win.
Okay.
So we got Matthew.
Yep.
Mark Colussi. So that's C-O-L and then Ussie. Then Dex Alt. So like Joe Alt, but Dex Alt. Got it. Alexander Carter. Fluven. Chris Lamia. Lamia.
N?
M. Lamia.
That's close to something else.
Yeah, I know. we won't talk about that though. Eddie J434 and then Jonathan.
That's good stuff, man.
All right, man.
That cracks me up.
So, just to kind of recap my thoughts on the TJ Watt deal, guys, it's a lot of money. It's definitely got its risks to it with TJ's injury history, with the fact that he's getting older, with his playing style being something that's been more of a speed rusher, and he's getting older and might be losing a step athletically. All that guaranteed money up front is obviously an inherent risk, but the Steelers have set their course this offseason, and they want to win now, and you can't do that without TJ Watt. So it's like, are you trying to win now or are you not? And if the answer to that was no, then you should have traded him along with Cam Hayward, Minkah Fitzpatrick, George Pickens, all those guys this offseason. But they didn't do that. They brought in Aaron Rodgers. They brought in DK Metcalf. They brought in Jalen Ramsey. They brought in Jonnu Smith. Brought in Caleb Johnson. Brought in Derek Harmon, all these guys, because they want to try to win now. And they need TJ Watt to be able to accomplish that goal. TJ knew that, which is what he used to leverage this massive contract. And if it works out, great. If not, obviously this team's going to be able to bounce back and reset in future seasons. But this is a move that needed to be made for the Steelers to accomplish their short-term goals. And TJ Watt, when healthy, at least to this point in his career, has been an elite edge rusher. So I'm glad that he is here for the long-term future. All right. There is the raffle and all of our entries here. Thank you to everybody that entered.
Godspeed.
But let's see who wins the TJ Watt jersey raffle today. Is it Robert?
Alex!
The great Alex!
Let's go!
Send me an email, my friend.
I'm putting it on screen.
All right, so we're going to put up my email on screen here, Alex. You can find me at Sperry@chatsports.com. Let me know what color jersey you want. Let me know what size you want, and then let me know your shipping address so we know where to send the jersey. Big shout out to everybody that showed up today and everyone that donated. Big shout out to today's MVP, Robert Locke, who put in, I believe, what was it today? 160, 150, something like that? Yeah, Kurgan.
Yeah. But shout out to Robert as well.
Shout out to Robert. Robert gave out a lot of those raffle tickets. So, Robert, way to be a good Samaritan today, my friend. But we got a bunch of people in the chat that super chatted today, contributed to the channel. It's just absolutely awesome to be a part of this community, guys. It's been an awesome offseason with all the moves that this team made, the DK Metcalf trade to the Aaron Rodgers signing to the Jalen Ramsey trade to the NFL draft. Like, for the people that have been here throughout this entire journey, it's just been absolutely awesome. Now we can kind of shift our focus towards the regular season and training camp, and football's finally back. And after with this final kind of last move to lock down TJ Watt, it feels like the 2025 season can begin now. And I just want to thank all of you guys for all the support you've given to us over these last several months throughout this offseason. When the season ended last year with that terrible playoff game versus the Baltimore Ravens, it really did feel like there was a lot of changes that were on their way. And I would say a lot of changes have definitely been made. And it's going to be interesting to see if these new moves and these changes lead to playoff victories and a legit run at a Super Bowl here in 2025. So thank you guys so much for your support. Final $2 super chat here from Jacob B. Says George Pickens got traded to Dallas. Obviously, he got traded to Dallas.
He did.
I don't know why he's pointing that out.
Thank you.
I mean, is it because I said they would have traded TJ Watt if they would have blown it all up? My point was, Jacob, they would have traded all of them, not just George Pickens, right?
They traded George Pickens and they became a better team. Yeah,
I would agree with that. They wanted to pay a receiver lots of money, but they didn't trust George Pickens with that kind of money. So that's why they traded him. My point when mentioning George, Jacob, was not that they didn't trade George Pickens, because obviously they did. My point was, if they were going to blow it up, they would have traded all of these guys away. They would have traded away TJ Watt, not paid him this massive contract. They would have traded away Cam Hayward so he would have a legit chance to win a Super Bowl before he retired. They would have traded all these guys if they were starting over, but they didn't do that, right? They kept Watt. They kept Hayward. They brought in new talent like Ramsey and DK and Jonnu and all these guys. So, so I think that's probably where you got messed up there, Jacob. Morgan, never mind.
That's it.
That's it for today's show, guys. Thank you so much for sticking with us here today. We'll see you guys next Monday for our next Madden stream and live show. Greatly appreciate all of your guys' support. And until next time, guys, here we go, Steelers.
Bye.